Together, we will raise incomes and bring jobs and wealth and opportunity to our poorest communities. We will repeal the disaster known as Obamacare and create new health care, all sorts of reforms that work for you and your family. I am asking Congress to support the construction of new roads, bridges, airports, tunnels, and railways all across our nation. We're going to do it. My administration will be focused on three very important words: jobs, jobs, jobs.
That was President-elect Donald Trump on his thank you tour, laying out part of his agenda. Joining us now is the author of the best-selling book, Treason, former Speaker of the House and Fox News contributor, Newt Gingrich. So, Mr. Gingrich, what would Newt Gingrich's advice be to President-elect Donald Trump over this next couple of weeks, this break, this holiday break? What should he be looking to do, get accomplished?
Well, I think, first of all, he needs to finish filling out the key jobs that he's recruiting people for. It's an enormous undertaking, not just the cabinet and the sub-cabinet, but about 4,000 jobs altogether. So that's inevitably going to take part of his time. He needs to start thinking about his inaugural address. It'll be one of the most important moments of his entire presidency. It gives people a chance to see who he is and how he thinks and what his values are. So it's a very, very important speech. He needs to keep talking to foreign leaders, keep opening up those relationships, because that's a new thing for him. And I think that he has to think through how he wants to handle Inauguration Week. He's going to be very busy. They're going to have an enormous crowd here to see the inaugural. And Calista and I are certainly looking forward to it. It's going to be just great. But at the same time, that's a time to get some things done, to repeal executive orders, to talk with the Congress about passing some big legislation, to make sure that his various cabinet picks are going to get through the Senate. So he'll have a lot to do in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Talk to us a little bit about that inaugural address. What do you expect to hear? What type of tone? What's the message?
Well, I mean, first of all, who knows that he's the president-elect? He gets to write the address he wants. But I think he made so much of making America great again. It was so central to his campaign that I have a hunch you're going to see that come back up. And I think he's going to talk, if I was guessing, and I clearly am because I don't know, I think he'll talk about making America great again. He'll talk about the role of Americans in making America great again. And he'll talk about the idea, I think, that greatness should not only apply to all Americans, but that hopefully the world will see, and watching us and participating with us, that every human being can be great again, and that you don't have to have the kind of organization that cuts off people's heads, because, you know, you can do it through the pursuit of happiness. You can do it through free enterprise. You can do it because free people are allowed to work together. The exact opposite of ISIS and their effort to rule by terror. I hope he's going to give that kind of a visionary, relatively brief speech. I think John F. Kennedy's speech, for example, was only 1,800 words. So the inaugural should be relatively brief, moral, visionary, clear language. And then a couple weeks later, you go up to the joint session. You have a much longer, more boring speech. But they're two different kind of commodities.
Gotcha. One of the most important initiatives, things that Donald Trump will have to do right away. And when should he do this? When should he nominate someone for the Supreme Court?
Oh, I would think within a week or two. I wouldn't be shocked if he did it the first day. He has the list. It's a list that they thought about very carefully before they put it out. Anyone on that list is going to be an outstanding choice. I know that he is thinking about it, talking to people about it. He's going to make a very good choice, a very solid choice. And I think that person will get through because I think they'll be so respected. This was a list of winners of people with great, great judicial reputations. And there's not a single weak person on that list. And I think conservatives will be ecstatic when they see that we're going to have an opportunity here for Justice Scalia's seat to be filled by somebody who shares Justice Scalia's sound conservative principles.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't even have to wait until he's sworn in to at least nominate someone, clearly, as he's doing now. Some of the initiatives that he'll have to undertake in, I guess, the first 100 days or so, or not. Let's go through them. Jobs, Obamacare repeal or replace, immigration and taxes. What should be the priority?
Well, I think, first of all, for the success of the entire administration, as he said in a speech recently, there were 3 words that characterized the goal of his administration: jobs, jobs, jobs. He got it right. If this economy picks up, if we take the Trump rally on the stock market and we turn it into a Trump reality in the economy, he's going to do very, very well, and he's going to win a big victory in 2018 in the Senate, and then he's going to win re-election in 2020. If he doesn't do that, if we don't have a real focus on economic opportunity, then I think we'll be in trouble. But everything I'm seeing, the kind of cabinet he's creating, the things they're looking at for deregulation, the approach they're taking with Paul Ryan and with the Ways and Means Committee, all those things to me say that he knows he's got to pass a tax bill that's very pro-jobs. He's got to eliminate a lot of the regulation that's killing jobs. That's got to be his #1 focus. Number 2, I think he has to control immigration,
right.
Period.
Well,
that
so
was the issue that propelled him to the top.
On that note, Mr. Speaker, give us a date. When does that first shovel go into the ground for building the wall?
Well, I suspect it'll go into the ground probably in April. I think he'll make the proposal certainly by early February. They'll have to get it through the House and Senate. There's actually some money they could repurpose. And it'll be interesting to watch because, remember, Donald Trump is not a financier. He's not a guy who sat down on Wall Street and invested money. Donald Trump's a builder. He's a guy who built big buildings. He worked with crews. He knows how to get down there with blue-collar workers. He knows how to have on-the-job inspection. I suspect this will be the Donald Trump project. He'll know how to do it. I think the other piece then, if you're going to have jobs and taxes, then you're going to have immigration. The third piece will be to build a new and a dramatically better health system to replace Obamacare with something which increases choice, which increases flexibility, which puts you, the American, in charge of your life, working with your doctor instead of some bureaucrat. And I think, I know, because I've been talking to people in the House and Senate, tremendous effort underway. Dr. Tom Price is going to be a great Secretary of Health and Human Services. They are really leaning forward in that area, and they're going to do good things.
All right. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.